But it's Chris over Dixieland Farm, and I am going to show you a plane that my wife got me for our anniversary. She asked me, Chris, what do you want for our anniversary? For you, a gift for you. And I said, I want the Mooney plane for X-plane. She said, okay. And I bought it. So what is a Mooney? A Mooney is a very fast single-engine plane. It goes about 180 knots. So to put that in perspective, a Cessna 172, which is kind of like your trainer plane, goes somewhere between 80 to 100 knots. The Piper Arrow 3, which I fly, goes about 110. And the Piper Twin Comanche, which is a dual-engine airplane, goes about 150. So this goes 180. And yeah, let's check it out. So I'm going to do a quick flight from Twin Lakes Airport to Statesville Regional. These are two airports that are near me. I'm right in the middle of both of them in real life, so I like to fly out of them. Twin Lakes I'm proud of. Let me show it off real quick. I know actually I showed it off on another video because I did build part of the scenery. It's a lovely day, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't see what the weather is. So let's load up the weather real quick. So nearest airport is Greensboro, and we've got a 4-knot wind coming out of 150 degrees. So that means we're going to take off runway 9, runway 10. What is it? It's runway 9. Okay, so we know that piece of information. We also know that the barometer here is 2998. We set that so that way the altitude dial on the plane, the altimeter, is calibrated to the pressure, and that's how it knows how high or low you are. So I'm going to set it to 2998. There we go. And also while we're here, we're going to go set the heading bug. This is the heading bug to runway 9. The reason why we do that is just to verify, yes, we are lined up on the correct runway, and we can make different turns. All since it's on our heading bug, we can clearly see when we are 90 degrees, 180 degrees, all of those kind of things. Enough chit chat. Let's go ahead and clear that off. Let's clear me off the screen. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit the beacon. We're going to turn our fuel pump on as well as a tank. Let's go ahead and bring up the mixture. We got the fuel pump going, battery going. We're going to turn off the fuel pump. We're going to bring back that mixture, and what we're going to do is we're going to start the engine and then add the mixture, so that way if there was an engine fire, we could quickly kill the fuel. Alright, we're set. We'll get the avionics on. Hit our alarm button there. And while we're at it, we're going to log on to VATSIM, which is the airplane network that I fly in. And we are connected. Let's go ahead. Make sure our trims are set correctly here. Our flaps are set. And our rudder trim. Taking a look outside. Double check that our controls are free and clear. They are. I'm ready to get set taxiing here. Are you? You're all buckled in? Yeah? Good. Alright, let's get going. Looking both ways. Got our navigation lights on. We don't have our strobe or landing lights on quite yet. We don't want to blind people. We're going to have just a little bit of a crosswind taken off, so we'll have to kind of compensate for that. Hopefully I'll do okay. I'm not doing okay taxiing here, but that's because I'm talking and looking at you. Not so much what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and make the call. Twin Lakes traffic, this is Mooney 5522 Lima, taking runway 9 for a westbound departure. Twin Lakes. Alright, so we're confirming that we're right at runway 9 here. We're going to do our lights, camera, action, takeoff checklist there. And what that means is we want to get our transponder going on 1200, that's VFR. We set it to altitudes, that's our camera. Lights, we've got a landing light and strobe light on, as well as a navigation light. And action, we're about ready to take the runway. We should be doing a quick run-up test, so let's go ahead and do that. It's right about 1500 RPM. And we're going to cycle our props. And we're also going to do a mag check, so we're going to check the right mag. We've got a drop, left mag, we've got a drop. We know our magnetos are running correctly. Yeah, we are ready to take the runway. Airspeed is alive. And we're at rotate speed, right? So let's rotate. Get our gear up. And right about here, we can go ahead and turn our crosswinds. And right about here, we can turn our downwinds. There's the airport to our left. And let's go ahead and call it. Twin Lakes traffic, this is Mooney 5522 Lima. Left downwind at runway 9, and we'll be departing the area to the west. Final call. Twin Lakes. Alright, so now that we're up at altitude, we can go ahead and drop that engine power just slightly to 25 inches. And we can probably trim it out here for about 3,000 feet is what we're looking for. Okay, so what I've just done is I've reduced the engine power and the engine RPM, which is I adjusted the pitch of the aircraft's rotor. So this is a complex airplane, which means the gear can come up and I can change the angle of the rotor. What that does is it changes the efficiency. So I've kind of given a nice, powerful but slightly fuel, efficient. I've also leaned out the engine. And we're picking up the interstate right over here. So we are following the interstate to Statesville Airport. We should be there in about 5 minutes or so. So that is where the airport is. So let's start thinking about how we're going to join the pattern. So we are going to be coming in this way to land. So we'll be joining at a 45-degree angle on the downwind for runway 10, and then doing a pattern and landing. Pattern altitude is 2,000 feet, and we're going roughly 160 right now, since I'm running a little conservative. I was going to make my radio call here. Statesville traffic, this is Mooney 5522 Lima, 3 miles east of the field. We'll be joining the left downwind for runway 10. Full stop, Statesville. So I'm going to turn my landing light on and fuel pump on. And one of the things this plane has are speed brakes that it'll put up these little things on the wing to slow you down. So once we get roughly the pattern altitude here, we're going to try them out. Okay, so we're at pattern altitude here. We're going to add some engine power back in. And we're going to try those speed brakes, which I've just turned on. So we're a little lower than pattern altitude, so we're going to get back up on that. We're also going to drop the gear, turn off those speed brakes. Okay, we're at pattern altitude now. Speed brakes off. Try to slow down this airplane. There, we overshot it a bit, but we can fix that, and let's call it. Stage traffic, this is Mooney 5522 Lima on 1 mile final for runway 10. Full stop. Statesville. Well, there you have it. We landed very well, apparently. Let's get off the runway. Stage traffic, this is Mooney 5522 Lima, clear active runway, taxiing to general parking. Statesville. And once we taxi here, we can take a look at the footage. So we're going to clean up the airplane. We turned off the landing light. Got to lean out the engine just a bit. Turn off the strobes. Alright, got the airplane pretty cleaned up here. We just need to turn off the avionics and all lights except for the beacon. Let's kill the fuel. Let's get that to shut down. Turn off the magnetos, turn off the battery in the alternator, pull it all out. Quick walk around. Yeah, the plane's looking good. Alright, let's take a look at the replay real quick. Well, I think that looks fantastic. That is the Mooney. That was my gift for my anniversary. That is me flying 2 airports I normally fly. I haven't flown the Mooney in a week or so, so a little rusty, but I did okay, definitely. I was happy with that. And we were on the VATSIM network, so if you were actually flying around, you would see me and I would see you when we were making the radio calls. So, another toy, another plane for the arsenal. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.